Alright, so you've all been asking for this. I said at 500 subs, I'll do a Deco tutorial, and now here we are. I just want to say thank you all for 500 subs. This is huge. I never thought I'd actually make it this far. I might not sound thrilled, but that's just because I got back from helping someone move out of their house. It was so much fun. It was so fun. In fact, it was so fun, I decided to talk about it here. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Let's just get to this dumb tutorial.
Hey guys, thanks for 500 subs. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a peanut butter sandwich. It's going to be really good.
Alright, so rather than doing live commentary, I'm going to be doing post commentary. It's basically like live commentary, but you know, after I made the level, right away, made some structures here. For these rocks here, there's no real like formula to these rocks. It's just you kind of got to shape them around and do what you want. There's not really a pattern for them either. It's just kind of like you do whatever with them. I mean, as you'll see here, I just kind of like went off, did random stuff. I wasn't really following the hitboxes. You don't really have to. What I like to do is, I don't really make layouts, so basically I'll make like a small like hitbox for it, then I'll like go back and change it afterwards. So now I'm doing coloring here. Very simple. I'm just gonna fill in the actual rock itself. Yeah, looking in your two eyes, looking like windows into the soul. Yeah. And I'm getting into the shading bit here, and I use these little rectangles to create the initial lighting and darkness. So like shadows, lighting, all that. From the dark until windows to windows to windows. From the walls emerge the you want to have your light coming from a specific source. So while you have your light coming from a specific source, you're gonna like kind of like take it, like put it in one direction. In my case, the light source would be coming from the top left, so the shadows being casted would be on the bottom right. So basically on the right side and the bottom side there would be shadows instead of lighting, you know? It just makes a lot more sense when you think about it. Riding in my small world, windows into the ethereal spirits and souls. Appearing as blots and swirls, kind of like to make petals from balls, yeah. Making pitiful, it's a pretty and full. Pointing out the fairies aglow wasn't leery at all. Yeah, could show my hand, face and colors. Sharing memories old and new, all of her quirks could make cloud 9 out of section 8. You brush the paint, I put pen to the page, baby. Yeah, looking in your two eyes, looking like windows into the soul. Yeah, looking in my two eyes, looking like windows into my soul. From the walls emerge the light, let it in. From the dark until windows to windows to windows. From the walls. Alright, so now I'm going to do another structure here that isn't a rock. You know, I'm going to start by just making sure the outlines match up with the rock structure itself, that they don't overlap. And remember to follow the same lighting pattern. Top left is lighting, bottom right is dark. Alright, so now I'm going to get onto the shading bit of it. It's going to be mostly the same as the rocks, but I may as well go over it now. To start, you're going to always place down the big like bubbles, if you call them bubbles, circles, whatever you want to call them. You always want to place those ones down first, and you want to kind of create like an area where you want the lighting to be and where you want the shadows to be. Obviously, top left for lighting, bottom right for shadows. You stay to that formula, and nothing will ever go wrong. Another thing you're going to want to do is you're going to create different size bubbles like you do with the rocks, and you're going to kind of place those smaller ones off of each other basically every time. So basically, like, once you have a medium-sized one, you're going to place it kind of going off of the first one, and then you're going to scatter them out. Obviously, they're not going to be all going off of the first one, but it's nice to have them leach off of it, kind of, because it kind of creates like an ideal gradient almost, which is something I see people doing wrong a lot of the time. If you want to fill in even more space on the block, you can add a second layer of shading, or technically a third, because if you're going to do one on top of the first layer, you can do one below you can actually do one below the first layer, which is what I'm doing here, where I just make it kind of like close to the original color of the background of the blocks there, and then I just kind of lower the brightness for the shadows, and then I raise it for the lighting. And I think it's a good way to take up space if the block design feels too empty. Alright, so now I'm just going to add a few random details, stuff here and there. You can follow along with these if you want, but you don't have to add these to your levels. These are the kind of things that are more or less optional than they are necessary. You could
set a light any fireplace. Just want to see right as you fly away. To see your smile of love.
Alright, so now I'm going to decorate these next two structures, only really using the steps that I did from the last one.
Through the groggiest of fogs of ice that sail you. All my little muse, no need to belittle you. You're not think of the true, not riddles but clues. Petals the blue upon my higher plane. Feel the trickles of dew from the prior rain. Even though I'm a part of you, you're not said to me. You send your tests, I'll manifest to see. You disagree, I let it be. Won't stunt your truth, won't repeat.
Alright, now I'm basically on to that point where I can just do pointless detailing because all the main structures are done. Alright, now to wrap the whole thing up, I'm just going to do a little bit more of pointless detailing.
Won't rip your leaves, trying to set you free from your roots, though. You might not understand all that I say. If I was summer wind through falling rain, could tell you all the fairy tales to you before you sleep. But it's your magic that avails me through. I know the leap. You have blossoms blossom on the couple's higher plane. Keep my heart from stopping. Would see any rainstorm with your gleam of eye. You could set a light any fireplace. Just want to see right as you fly away.
That's pretty much the finished result here. And thanks again, everyone, for 500 subscribers. 500 subscriber special will be out soon, I swear.